Hey, how is it going, everybody? Welcome to the YouTube channel of Petroleum from Scratch. I'm Jayesh Char, and this is our Streamlit course. So we are developing an application by using Streamlit for a dynamic pressure profile, right? So till now we have added all the buttons here. For we have added the input things, taking input from the user. We have added the pressure profile button. Now we just need to plot. We just need to plot our R versus P figure, right? So for doing that, in our previous video, as I told that this particular button will change your boolean value that is stored inside the variable. So now what I'm going to do is writing a if loop. I'm writing if b. It basically means when b is true, which means when your button is hitted on your web page, that particular operation will turn your b value into true. And once it is true, you need to execute these following codes. So when my button is pressed, let's I'm going to plot, right? So I'm writing all the plotting code inside this if loop. So first of all, let's use some style also that is provided by our matplot library. Let's use a classic style of plotting, classic, right? And after that, I'm assigning figure size here for my figure by using plt.figure. Fixed size is equal to 8 cross 6, so it will made a 8 cross 6 canva for me, right? Now moving on further, what I need to do, I have to make that particular figure in a subplot type of situation. I have to get the axis and figure of that particular canva. So for getting the axis and figure, I'm writing fig and axis is equal to plt dot subplots. Plt dot subplots. I'm not mentioning anything inside it because I only want one figure and one axis, right? So that's why inside my subplot I'm not mentioning anything. Now for plotting, I'm going to use axis. So ax dot plot I'm going to write, and I want to plot my r versus p value, right? So I have my radius. You can see here I have my radius array, I have my pressure array. So I'm just using these two, and let's see what is what's it going to do. It has rerun. Okay, it will not show anything because I missed to add one last thing, that is how to show this particular plot inside our Streamlit app, right? So for seeing the plots, there is this function st.pyplot, and inside that you have to mention this particular figure variable that we have generated by using plt.subplot. So inside this st.pyplot, just pass this figure, and this pyplot is used for plotting your matplotlib's figures inside your Streamlit app. So I'm adding this particular thing. Now rerun the cell, let it rerun, and we see the thing here. Here it is st.pyplot. So if you see, it will display a matplotlib pyplot figure, st.pyplot. So I'm just using this particular uh, function only. There are other functions of Streamlit itself that is present. You can also use them if you want to use, but currently as we have done our plotting in matplotlib mainly, so I'm using this st.pyplot function only, right? So let's go here, show our pressure profile, and uh, you can see a profile has been generated here, but it is kind of looking weird. So let's change it a little bit. Or let's say let's customize it a little bit more. So my AX plot I have done. After that, I'm also going to add my grid lines. So I'm writing AX plot grid, let it be true. Let's also plot that horizontal line for y min. AX dot AX line, the same command that is present inside our matplotlib. And inside it, I am just mentioning my horizontal value to be y min, pressure value, because on my x-axis it is radius, y-axis it is pressure. So plotting a horizontal line, I need to mention my y value. So that will be my y min that we have calculated above. And also let's change the line width also. line width 3, and color, let's say I want red color for this. And let's also change line width of this. So horizontal line has been added, grids have been added. Let's add my y label and x labels also. Ax dot set underscore x label. So on my x-axis, what is there? Radius is there, right? So let's write radius in feet. Similarly, for my y label, set underscore y label. Let's add pressure at radius r in psi. So this will be my y label. And also let's set the limit of our y axis from 0 to 5,000, because we know pressure cannot go negative. So if due to some calculation thing, pressure is going negative, that will be adjusted. So let's add ax dot set y lim. A second. Let's set the title also here. Pressure profile. And also set my y limit 0 to 5,000. And at last, my st.pyplot is already in place. So let's see. We run the set. Let's increase our permeability a little bit. So here you go. Your pressure profile has been generated. Net width zone is 0, 3,000, 5,000. So you can play around with these parameters and see your pressure profile. Right? So in this way, you can make your own app also. So this was our initial starting point that we saw that we are going to make something like that, and we have prepared it, right? And let's check the values 150, 15, and 73. My calculation are okay. Okay, so I have given more value to my flow rate. That's why it is giving more negative. Let's change to my maximum value to 200 STV. So we run the code. And here you go. This is your plot with the title also. In this particular situation, title was not added. So we have also added the title. So your app is completed. Our next step is how to deploy it on our Streamlit server. So in the next video, we are going to see that particular thing. So till then, thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye bye. Happy learning.